To understand how COVID vaccines work, it helps to first look at how our bodies fight illness. When germs such as the virus that causes COVID-19 invade our bodies, they attack and multiply. This invasion, called an infection, is what causes illness. Blood contains red cells, which carry oxygen to tissues and organs, and white or immune cells which fight infection. Different types of white blood cells fight infection in different ways. Macrophages are white blood cells that swallow up and digest germs in dead or dying cells. The macrophages leave behind parts of the invading germs called antigens. The body identifies antigens as dangerous and stimulates antibodies to attack them. B lymphocytes are defensive white blood cells. They produce antibodies that attack the pieces of the virus left behind by the macrophage. T lymphocytes are another type of defensive white blood cells. How COVID vaccines work. COVID vaccines help our bodies develop immunity to the virus that causes COVID without us having to get the illness. Different types of vaccines work in different ways to offer protection, but with all types of vaccine, the body is left with a supply of memory T lymphocytes as well as B lymphocytes that will remember how to fight that virus in the future. Sometimes after vaccination, the process of building immunity can cause symptoms such as fever. What are some types of vaccines? Currently, there are three main types of COVID vaccines. mRNA vaccines contain material from the virus that causes COVID that gives our cells instruction for how to make a harmless protein that is unique to the virus. Our bodies recognize that the protein should not be there and build T lymphocytes and B lymphocytes that will remember how to fight the virus that caused COVID if we are infected in the future. The second type is protein subunit vaccine. It includes harmless pieces of the virus that cause COVID instead of the entire germ. Once vaccinated, our immune system recognizes that the proteins don't belong in the body and begins making T lymphocytes and antibodies. If we are ever infected in the future, memory cells will recognize and fight the virus. Vector vaccine contains a weakened version of a live virus, a different virus than the one that causes COVID, that has the genetic material from the virus that causes COVID-19 inserted in it. Once the viral vector is inside our cells, the genetic material gives cells instructions to make a protein that is unique to the virus that causes COVID-19. During future exposure, the antibodies and T lymphocytes will attack the virus, preventing the development of COVID-19. The bottom line is stopping a pandemic requires using all the tools available. Vaccines work with your immune system, so your body will be ready to fight the virus if you are exposed. Other steps like masks and social distancing helps reduce your chance of being exposed to the virus or spreading it to others.